Mic check, 1, 2, 3, 4. Am I loud? Am I clear? Do you guys like that new music on the starting? I put new music on there. We're going to be live in just 9 minutes and 35 seconds, breaking down the gold and silver news, helping you read the tea leaves, and boy, are things starting to swirl around and shift. We're going to be covering that in just 9 minutes and 30 seconds. We're going to be watching the COMEX day trading session. We're going to watch the Shanghai open up. We're going to watch the stock market open up. We're going to get a couple of crab dances in there. Some crustaceans are probably going to get soup. But the question is, will Dom get soup? Ladies and gentlemen, smash the like button. I just put the tweet out on X for this live stream. Please go like and retweet that. We're going to be live in just 9 minutes. Buckle up.
In the borders, I'm a golden and silver stacker on the run.
Will Dom get soup? We're just 12 likes away from 50. Pump it up, pump it up, pump it up. Ladies and gentlemen, we're just 7 minutes and 55 seconds away from the breaking gold and silver news. Things are starting to shift. I'm going to be covering it all live. We're going to watch the COMEX day trading session pick up from New York. We're going to watch Shanghai and the stock market open. Buckle up, ladies and gentlemen. It's going to be a crazy day. Please smash that like button. We're only 3 from 50. Secret pocket sewn inside my coat. Ladies and gentlemen, we're just 7 minutes and 10 seconds away from covering the breaking gold and silver news, helping you read the tea leaves. You know, in my years of stacking, ladies and gentlemen, I've heard it all. I've heard we're lunatics. I've heard we've made bad investments. If only we put it all in this or that. But ladies and gentlemen, I feel like we're part of a secret society because we know things that everybody can know, but they don't look. So we keep stacking. They don't investigate, but we know the fundamentals. So we keep stacking. They laugh in our face and say we're foolish, but we keep stacking. They say we believe in antiques and things of the past, and yet we keep stacking. Ladies and gentlemen, are you unshakable? Do you have the intestinal fortitude to see the way through? Are you going to be dancing with me in the streets? Not a financial advisor, just some dude on the internet with crabs. We're going to be live here in 6 minutes and 15 seconds, breaking down the gold and silver news. We're going to watch the COMEX open up, the Shanghai. We're going to watch it all. Ladies and gentlemen, smash like. Let's go. The tweet is out on X about this live stream. If you could go like and retweet that, I would appreciate it. I can't wait to yell, she's a Guardian again. Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to be live in just 5 minutes and 30 seconds here. We're 48 likes away from 100, so keep smashing it up. Please share the stream. This is going to be an important one. Boy, has it been a wild night. It's going to be even a bigger wild day. Things are starting to turn. Capital is starting to rotate. I'm going to be breaking it all down here in 5 minutes and 10 seconds. And ladies and gentlemen, if you love this music, you can listen to it anytime, day or night. It's on iTunes, Apple Music, Spotify, Amazon, everywhere. Just search International Stackers, the artist, and rock the day away.
Stacks of silver, stacks of gold, digging treasure, riches untold. International Stacker, here to say.
Thank you, y'all, for the jewels. The golden poop. Wow, thank you.
Silver shines, gold's the glow. Stack it high, watch it grow. Giveaways for all, feel the thrill. International stacker chasing that mill. Coins and bars, rare to find. Treasure hunting, one of a kind. Join the crew.
Thank you, Amina, for the shopping cart jewels. Thank you.
So much more.
Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to be live in just 4 minutes and 10 seconds, breaking down the gold and silver news. Thank you, AC Stacker, for those jewels. Helping you read the tea leaves. We are just 4 minutes and 5 seconds away. Please smash the like button. We're 44 from 100. Share the stream. 4 minutes.
Giveaways tonight. Silver dream shining bright. Roll the dice. Take
Thank
a
you, Real
chance.
Bill, for those jewels.
Treasure calls, we're in a dance. Silver shines, gold's the glow. Stack it high, watch it grow.
Who's still stacking? And better yet, who's backing up the truck? Thank you, the Real Selfish Stacker, for the jewels.
So hit that sub.
Yes, yes. If you need soup, put I need soup in chat right now.
You're the best international stacker. Stacking strong, silver, gold.
Thank you, Barbara. I'm glad you like the music. Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to be live in just 3 minutes and 15 seconds here, covering the breaking gold and silver news, helping you read the tea leaves. We're going to be breaking it all down. We're going to watch the Shanghai market open up. We're going to watch the COMEX day trading session pick up. We're going to watch the stock market in just 3 minutes here. Thank you for that, DJ and Cat, the Real Selfish Stacker. Wow. Keep smashing that like. 38 more to 100, ladies and gentlemen. We're about to be live. Who's ready? Break it down now.
Chasing that mill. Chasing that mill.
Here we go.
Crabs are grooving.
All right, let's get this pumped up. I feel like we are not pumped enough this morning. Let's get a crab dance going. Drop a crab in chat if you're ready. We're going to be live in 2 minutes and 15 seconds here. Let's get this whipped up in a crab frenzy. We're 33 likes away from 100. 250 people watching so far. I know we can do that. Keep smashing the like. We're about to be live in 2 minutes, breaking down the gold and silver news. We're going to be watching the market, but let's get a crab dance, ladies and gentlemen. Get your claws up.
And silver is the key. Crustacean nation, dance with me.
Thank you so much for those jewels. Oh, no, not the golden poop. Drop a crab in chat. CRAB, not a CRAP.
Who wants it all?
Who's ready for the Mega Gaw? Who wants free silver and gold and copper? Put free in chat. I'm going to do it. I'm going to do the Mega Gaw soon. Soon, soon, soon.
Treasures found, the music's played. Get your claws up.
Well, I'm glad you found it. Dropping the mic. Chasing that mill. Thank you for those jewels. You guys were 23 likes from 100. Smashing that out gets it some more stackers. Keep smashing it. Let's go.
Dance with me.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is your 1 minute warning. We're going to be live covering the breaking gold and silver news. What do you want? Old school intro, little kid intro, or the crab migration? Let me know.
In the sand,
You guys pick it.
shiny spoils laid by hand. We're the crew, the shell brigade. Treasures
Are you part of the Shell Brigade? Who wants to see that big, beautiful bounty, the Triple B?
your claws up in the sky.
Let's go.
International stacker. He's
Today might be a migration kind of day. I'm feeling like I want to migrate this morning. We're 17 likes from 100. Smash it up, ladies and gentlemen. This is your 30-second warning here. Let's get it.
dance with me. Dance with me.
We're going to migrate this morning, guys. We're going to go on a migration. Buckle up. 10 seconds.
Dance with me. Dance with me.
Each year, the Stacker Crab makes a pilgrimage to the International Stacker YouTube channel. Here we have a typical stacker crab. While typical crabs will eat shells and food of such, these crabs only feast on silver.
One stack on a journey
To find
silver.
International Stacker.
What's up, ladies and gentlemen? The name's International Stacker, coming to you live from Key West, Florida, where I'm closer to Cuba than a Walmart. 2,400 videos around the world on gold and silver adventures, so make sure you guys subscribe, because ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, soon, and very soon, I will be doing the Mega Gun. Now, we've got over 100 ounces of silver. We got 100 ounces probably of copper. We got gold. It's not going to be every piece in there. Some of them are stamped 100K. I'll have to save those, but the majority of it, I'm going to give away to you. How do you win it? Subscribe and turn on those notifications. A video will be coming out soon, and you don't want to be the one to miss it. Every time I do it, someone goes, dang it, I missed the Mega Ga. Turn on those notifications, subscribe, and smash like, guys. We're just 2 likes away from 100 here. Okay, let's break down what happened overnight with silver, and boy, was it interesting. As soon as we opened last night at 6 p.m., we had a little bit of a run up. We went to 59.73 or 37, excuse me, trying to get to that $60 mark. Then we got slammed down by Slammy McSlammerson all the way down to 56.86. Now we've been building back up. We are on a green candle of $58.08. And ladies and gentlemen, we're going to come back to this chart here shortly at 8:15 a.m. Eastern Standard Time to 8:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. That is colloquially, I think I said it right, known as the danger zone here. So we're going to be covering that live now. On the trading session that started last night at 6 p.m., we're up, ladies and gentlemen, 0.78%. Now, something interesting. Let me show you. The DXY is going down in a classic shark fin attack there. So that DXY down is bullish for gold and silver. Remember, downward pressure puts upward pressure and vice versa, but it doesn't always move in tandem. But look at this, guys. Oil pretty much all near 80. They were 80 a little bit ago till we had this little treat. Brent, 86, ladies and gentlemen. So we are lining up for an epic day today. So that was silver. Okay, good. Let's go to gold. Gold hit a high last night of 4,094.50. It hit a low of 3,983.62. That's right. Those little slippery little salamanders momentarily got us under $4,000 an ounce.
I am never going to financially recover from this.
But we are bouncing back, ladies and gentlemen, as crustaceans do. We're on a green candle at 4,031, and we're going to be watching gold as well as we enter the danger zone. Now, look at this. Gold is up 0.75, so 0.75% since the trading session started last night at 6 p.m. It is above both the 50 and the 200 simple moving average. When we look at silver, it is above both the 50 and the 200 simple moving average. Ladies and gentlemen, that is bullish. 69.39 ounces of silver for every ounce of gold on the gold to silver ratio, kind of hovering around here. Now over here, this is called the Shanghai Futures Exchange. Some call it the Big La Bamba. I've got it on screen. Starts with the BGC, a big green candle after a pretty good gap up. Hit a low of 65.02, hit a high of 65.57 overnight. It is shut down right now. It will start trading again in under 1 hour. It closed on a green candle at 65.41. Spot price is currently 58.02. So that's, again, we're running that $7 gap. Look at that, the $7 premium between East and West. We were 10 for some months. Now we're about 7. And Shanghai is going to be opening in 59 minutes. And we just hit 8 a.m. Eastern, which means we're going to see the volume down the bottom here. Silver and gold, these green and red bars start to build back up as we're seeing in New York start to take over the day trading session here. And Chris Simic says, I guess I'll go first. The soup kitchen is open. Come get some. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Chris Simic just gifted 5 memberships. Is Dom going to get soup? That went to Fast Frog. It went to Believe. It went to Sino. It went to Cheryl. And it went to Bro. Congratulations. And Jeff Stout answers back with an additional 5 to RD, Chris, Cutter, Taver, and Rohan. Congratulations. Check out your new custom channel member emojis, ladies and gentlemen. Channel members on this channel get access to the War Room. It's a channel member only live stream here on YouTube. What happens in the war room stays in the war room. Clothing is not optional. And ladies and gentlemen, the top secret topic we had the other day in the war room, you guys gave feedback. I added on it, so I've got the update. I think I might post it as a post or maybe show it Friday. I haven't decided. I might put it as a post to get you guys to vote on it, so channel members, be on the lookout for that. Thank you so much. That means we're only 10 gifted memberships away, ladies and gentlemen, until we unlock the first play of the No Soup for Dom song. Now, Natty Sacking in with 5. That means we're only 5 away. Congratulations to JS Testing, Dictum, Mike, Andrew. Say thank you to Natty Stacking. And let's go to the breaking gold and silver news here this morning, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you so much for all those. You know what? Screw it. No soup for Dom.
Sir, I want some more.
Here's the soup.
Good soup.
No soup for you.
And Steven says it doesn't always actually stay in the war room. There are rumors a leaker is amongst us. SGT didn't know. SGD, he didn't know. He caught up later. He didn't know. Barbara just gifted 5. Thank you so much. And Pause Bear Time just gifted 5. Crustaceans, there is soup falling from the sky. Hold your bowls up. Now, before I read the breaking news, if you want to get an American Gold Eagle 1/10 ounce, it's in the mill, but imagine it's in here. 1/10 ounce American Gold Eagle. 19999 Canadian silver maple leaf. We've got this Hungarian silver coin that was in circulation, but your boy got it. We've got this homage to an American silver eagle, 999. I think it's like a quarter ounce. We've got a Ferdinand 2 from 1624 it's silver. I got this at the coin show in Prague. We've got the copper American bar, but look, we got this Japanese silver added in there. This is the side quest. This is the big, beautiful bounty. Some call it the triple B for whoever gets Dom soup. And yes, you get the silver plated with a P, soup ladle as well. And Mike D comes in with the airdrop of 10 memberships. Wow. Ladies and gentlemen, we are at 35 gifted memberships. That means only 5 more till we play the song next. And yes, there's also a battle crab flag in there as well. Thank you, Dom. Okay. Let's get into the breaking gold and silver news here this morning. Ladies and gentlemen, the Gold and Silver Weekly Watchouts. Now, we saw what happened yesterday with Bowman and Waller. They both gave speeches, and they were both fairly hawkish, and the markets reacted. We saw a sharp sell-off in silver yesterday because of that. I think that was somewhere around here or maybe here. I'd have to look deeper, but just know that there is a decent-sized sell-off in silver and gold once they delivered those comments. Okay, I got to switch this. I can't do easy listening. I got to be amped. There we go. That's a good one. Okay. So today is Tuesday. This is the most important day of the week, ladies and gentlemen. The CPI inflation. Now, for anything we could predict, there could be black swans, there could be crazy stuff, but today it's going to be the CPI inflation report. And again, you know what? I want to shout out to real quick, the 42nd Battle Crab Brigade. I know we got you in the chat. Commander Mike D's in the chat with the 160th Battle Crab Sword. He just airdropped soup all over you, so you have him to thank. And guys, I've got one more patch in the mill. It's a clandestine group. One more patch coming. Boy, oh boy, are you going to be shocked. So again, today is the CPI inflation report. This is the biggest scheduled market mover of the week. Also, Federal Chair Kevin Warsh is giving testimony to Congress. This is the first time he's ever given testimony in his new job. Tomorrow, Wednesday, we're going to have the PPI inflation report, followed by the Fed Beige Book. And the federal chair is giving another testimony to Congress. Thursday, we're going to have retail sales and Philadelphia Fed manufacturing survey. All week, this is what we're watching. Guys, if you want the full breakdown, if you don't know what any of that means, just go to internationalstacker.com. Not only can you check out the gold, silver, copper, platinum, palladium, and gold to silver ratio prices anytime you want. In Oneida, you can see what markets are open around the world. But someone in chat just said, what is soup? If you go to this and click channel lore, so go to International Stacker channel lore, literally all the channel lore is in here. The very bottom is the no soup for John. So that will help you understand that. But if you click on news and blog and you click on the last post here, I do this every Sunday night. I try, unless something crazy happens. Right here. This explains the watch out situations in detail, what everything means, why it's important. It's like a 10-minute read. So do that. Go check it out, ladies and gentlemen. But that is the weekly watch out situations for today. So today could be a very consequential day if that inflation comes out hot, if that inflation comes out cold. Now, I did want to pin something in chat real quick. I'm going to pin a link. You still have an opportunity, ladies and gentlemen, to get silver 5 ounces under spot, sub 300, $290.82. This is from Hero Bullion. It's their starter pack. Everyone can do it one time. And you get this 5 ounces at spot with the security radio line shipped straight to you. And you can pick up some deals. Remember, they've got 90% at spot and under. They've got other stuff on sale. So check them out. Proud sponsor of the channel, HeroBullion.com. All right, let's get an update overnight. What happened, ladies and gentlemen? Iran-U.S. war escalates again. Ships hit. Bases targeted. Oil surges, ladies and gentlemen. And smash that like if you like these streams. We're 60 away from 200. The last 12 hours brought another dangerous wave of escalation, ladies and gentlemen. U.S. strikes hit Iranian military targets for a sustained 5 hours. 50,000 U.S. service members are deployed across the Middle East and taking action and ready for more. Iran launched fresh attacks on U.S. forces in the region. 2 commercial tankers were struck near Hormuz. Houthi rebels vow more attacks on Saudi Arabia. Remember, the Houthis are a satellite of Iran, and they're down operating in Yemen. Oil, and guys, remember, the Saudis were fighting them pretty violently for some time. When I was in Saudi Arabia, I was out there for about 10 years. The Houthis were literally launching missiles, Scuds and others, over my head. They were being intercepted over my head. Those slippery little salamanders could have taken me out, but they couldn't aim. Oil prices jumped as shipping fears intensified, ladies and gentlemen. There's no news on ceasefire or diplomatic breakthroughs. What is the biggest risk right now? The conflict is spreading beyond military targets and deeper into the global economy. If attacks on commercial shipping continue, the consequences could hit oil, inflation, supply chains, gold, silver, and global markets. Here it is, ladies and gentlemen, if you want to go read more. Next piece of news here, and this is something the contrarians love. Oh, look at that. Real Bill says, I have to leave to see my doctor. I just placed another order at HeroBullion.com. Be safe on the way to the doctor, Real Bill. I hope it all goes well. Good job at picking up at Hero Bullion. And I hope the examination goes well and the doctor doesn't tell you to turn your head and cough. I hope it's not that kind of an examination. Okay, here we go. Gold just got the headline contrarians love to see, ladies and gentlemen. The Wall Street Journal just published a story questioning whether gold investors should think twice after prices pulled back from their record highs. One of the article's key takeaways: now he's glad he sold. The story says gold's down 25%, silver's down 50%. Highest interest rates are making gold less competitive versus yield-bearing assets. Here's the interesting part, ladies and gentlemen. Historically, some of the biggest bull markets don't begin when the headlines are euphoric. They begin when the sentiment turns deeply negative and the mainstream media starts questioning the asset. Does this article mark the bottom for gold and silver? Are we going up for here? Or is it gonna, do we have lower lows ahead of us? Put right now, bottom if you think we're at the bottom, or lower lows if you think we're going lower. But for contrarian investors, extremely bearish headlines are often something worth paying attention to, not ignoring. Here's the article here if you want to go read that. Those slippery little salamanders. And thank you, Jolly Lolly, for the super chat saying, are we allowed to make geopolitical comments now? Yeah, geopolitical comments are okay, guys. We cover geopolitics on here. What's not okay is what divides us, which is political statements. So if you're going to say, President Trump is the best and he's cured cancer, or President Trump is the worst and he's a robot bought by Iran, like, that's the stuff we don't have in here because that's divisive. We focus on what unites us, gold and silver. Now, if it's a geopolitical comment, yeah, like, hey, this move by the administration to do this blockade is going to result in X, that's totally fine. So stay away from the divisive stuff and go to the stuff that's going to help us read the tea leaves on gold and silver. So that's the rules there. Okay. Commodities are moving together, ladies and gentlemen. Is the rotation beginning? Take a look down here. This is the post by Resource Alpha here, ladies and gentlemen. Silver, gold, platinum, copper, all moving up at the same time. This is exactly what many market analysts have been watching for, ladies and gentlemen. When metals and energy start rising together, it can be an early sign that capital is rotating towards hard assets instead of purely financial assets. Silver benefits from both worlds, industrial demand and monetary demand. If the broad commodity strength continues, it could be the beginning of a much bigger trend. Physics is bigger, better, stronger than paper, ladies and gentlemen. Here's the post here by Resource Alpha. And it says, we're starting to see the early signs of exactly what I've been talking about for months. Commodities are finally moving in tandem. Metals, energy, and the entire sector turning green together. This synchronized strength is a clear sign of the great rotation. So there we go. I think it's too early to tell yet, ladies and gentlemen. I think it's too early to tell yet, but you never know. We'll be watching it. I'll be watching it and letting you guys know. Now, here we go. Here we go again. Breaking. 2 commercial tankers attacked in the Strait of Hormuz overnight. The UK Maritime Trade Operations, UK MTO, has confirmed 2 commercial tankers were attacked while transiting the Strait of Hormuz. The vessels were reportedly struck 13 nautical miles southeast of Lamah, Oman, prompting a new maritime security warning. Here it is here. They're hit way down. Look, the strait is up here. They're hit way down here. Here's the strait. They were hit down here. Those slippery little salamanders.
How dare you?
Okay, here's a question in chat, guys. Have you become a bear? The government keeps printing, I keep stacking, none of the fundamentals have changed. Check out this chart from Bald Money Guy, and he says, if you're bearish on gold and silver, I sincerely wish you all the best. We can agree to disagree. Massive government spending is not benign, and market stability has an expiration date. The macro setup is on my side, and ladies and gentlemen, it's on our side. Look at this. U.S. federal government spending over the last 30 years. Since 1998, look at this. Look at this. It's going parabolic. U.S. government spending has increased 70% since before the C-19, the COVID-19 to today. Ladies and gentlemen, this is unsustainable. There's one thing that I can guarantee you that will always go up, and if you could bet on it, you'd be really rich. Here it is. I'm going to give it to you right now. The U.S. national debt, $39,445,666,000,000. Okay, change. 667. We're good there. We're good. So that is the one thing that keeps going up forever, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, let me go back to here. Okay. Now, this is a favorite. Guys, this is a favorite for the stream. It gets very little support on X, so if you could like it or retweet it, I'd appreciate it. I hope it eventually takes off on X, but I do it anyway for you guys. It takes a ton of work. I spend a lot of work on this stream, this post. So here we go. This day in sound money history, July 14th, we're talking 1890. President Benjamin Harrison signed the Sherman Silver Purchase Act into law. The act required the U.S. Treasury to purchase 4.5 million troy ounces of silver bullion every month and issue treasury notes redeemable in gold and silver coin. Now, guys, remember, gold and silver are measured in troy ounces. Copper and other things are measured in OZ, avoirdupois ounces. So the correct acronym here is OZT, but everyone just uses OZ, which is kind of okay. Like, everyone does it, so I get it. But here's the danger. If you're on eBay and you buy OZs versus OZT, that's a common scam. They will cheat you because the OZ avoirdupois ounce is like 28 or 29 grams. A troy ounce is 31.1 grams. So be aware of that. Okay. Not redeemable in gold and silver coin. To pay for that silver, the Treasury issued special Treasury notes redeemable in gold or silver coin, making this one of the most significant silver laws in U.S. history. While many silver advocates push for unlimited free silver coinage, Congress instead chose large-scale government purchases of silver, the physical stuff. The law increased pressure on gold reserves and was repealed just 3 years later during the Panic of 1893. Now, I put this here because you guys are like, what the heck was the Panic of 1893? The Panic of 1893 was one of the worst economic depressions in U.S. history before the Great Depression. Hundreds of banks failed, thousands of businesses closed, unemployment surged. Just 79 years later, ladies and gentlemen, on this day in 1969, America began phasing out its largest paper money. The U.S. Treasury and Federal Reserve announced the discontinuation of $500,000, $5,000, $10,000 notes. citing declining use of because of electronic payments that were sprouting up and modern banking replaced large cash transactions. Guys, and they had these bigger bills for moving large amounts of air quote money between banks is what that used to be. But if you find any of these in circulation, they are worth a ton. Although no longer printed, these notes remain legal tender today and are now prized collectibles worth far more than their face value. From expanding government purchases of physical silver in 1890 to retiring America's largest banknotes in 1969, July 14th marks two major milestones in the evolution of the U.S. monetary system. Crustacean Nation, what do you think? Do you like this? Do you enjoy this? Let me know right now. And ladies and gentlemen, we're in the danger zone. We're in the danger zone. Okay, so we're in the danger zone. That means I'm at the chart. That means I'm looking at the chat again. So if you got a question, put it in chat right now, and I'll answer it to the best of my ability. Okay, we need to put 3 or 4 Marines on each boat moving around to that area now, says Dropping the Mic. I don't know if that would fix it. I don't think that would fix anything. Because the ships are getting struck by missiles and drones, right? So we need more capabilities to shoot that stuff down is what needs to happen. Hermit Camper here says, that is very informative and interesting, very professional. I think I like the look as well. Well, thank you for that. Thank you for that. Good info, says Dominator Vaughn. Okay, guys, so we are 5 memberships away from triggering the next No Soup for Dom song. Dom still has no soup. If you need soup, but I need soup in chat. Guys, what's your prediction? Remember, we were trying so long for John, and then I was doing a random live stream of like a Senate confirmation or something, and he got it. The first person to get it, was it Silver Pug? I don't remember the first person, but they gifted 1 membership, and he got it. Then with Rick Harrison, that was Chris Simic, who randomly got that. Now it's Dom. No soup for Dom. I feel like it's coming soon, Dom. Chris Simic said he needs soup. Whoa! All right, I am splashing soup on you right now. Chris Simic, I'm splashing it. Now, ladies and gentlemen, we are in the danger zone right here. That is from 8:15 a.m. Eastern Standard Time to 8:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. We cover this every morning. That's traditionally when the big bankers attack us. And we are in a green candle here. Let's turn it into a BGC.
Okay, try to do the baby gator noise. Here we go. How do you do the baby gator noise? I don't know. Whoa! What was that? It was a giant lizard just jumped. That thing was massive. I thought I actually summoned an alligator for a second there.
Ladies and gentlemen, some scientists found out what you guys taught me in Boca Raton, Florida, the baby gator call. 90% of the time, every time it turns a red candle green or a green candle to a BGC. So we're going to watch it here. Crispy Bacon says, I missed yesterday. Can you do a rundown of what happened over the weekend? Also, multiple people say the AAI bubble burst will severely reduce silver demand. Is that true? So the rundown of the weekend is it was absolutely insane. It was basically escalation with the U.S. and Iran. I put out the weekly watch out, so you could definitely review that on my X or my website. So that will give you the non-geopolitical, non-war stuff that's affecting gold and silver. But just know it was a pandemonium. It was absolute pandemonium. Yesterday was crazy. The video's up if you want to go watch it. AI bubble bursting. Is it going to severely reduce silver demand? No. The current demand, I do not believe is going to reduce. Could it reduce future demand? If some AI companies go bust and they don't open data centers, sure, it could reduce future demand. But I think people are overestimating the effect of an AI bubble bursting. AI bubble bursting, I think, will affect certain companies. Companies will survive. Look, guys, look. Do you not use Grok or ChatGPT every day? Do you not have the AI settings on? Like all your, everything has AI now. So AI is not going away. AI is going to replace a lot of jobs. So an AI bubble bursting, yeah, sure, it could affect some companies. They could go to zero. But the demand for AI is going to keep increasing. I think we're going to see jobs like graphic artists, video editing, article writers, that type of stuff go away because of AI. So could an AI bubble bursting affect demand? I think, sure, a future demand if 15 data centers don't open that we're slated to. But I think the demand is going to continue to increase for AI, whether a bubble bursts or not. That's what I think. And remember, if you're in this for the short term, you shouldn't be into physical gold and silver because it's a mid to long term game. So short term, could that be dangerous? Sure. Mid to long term, I don't think so. Not a financial advisor, just some dude on the internet with crabs. Dutch Murphy says, how can I find the video about the hollowed out gold coin? Oh, guys, I haven't shown this one for a while. You can go to my channel. And if you search, actually, if you go to my channel and go to shorts, and then you go to oldest, scroll down and you'll see it. It's right here. So if you go to my channel, click shorts, and then oldest, it's the third row down. Guys, look at this.
Hey guys,
It's so
check out-
dirty. This was in Oregon. This was actually when I met Silver Dragons. He's in the shop with me. Slippery little salamanders there took real American gold eagles and they hollowed them out. This is so thick. An XRF gun, a $20,000 XRF gun, would not be able to tell you this is fake, ladies and gentlemen. The only way you could find out this is fake is with the Sigma Metalytics Verifier Pro, because that is a tungsten core. It weighed the exact same, or with the pocket pinger. And what they would do is they would glue this in here. So if you see how thick that is, look how thick. An XRF won't work for that. It when it's closed, it looks so good. The people did this with like a few hundred American Golden Eagles, and they got caught, ladies and gentlemen. You got to protect yourself and protect yourself now. Now, here's the news. A Sigma Metalytics Verifier Pro is like $3 to $4 grand, depending on what you get, the attachments, etc. But you can protect yourself now for only 38 bucks.
Are getting so bad. Can you tell me which one of these Morgan silver dollars is fake? Which of these Mercury dimes is real and fake? Is this slabbed American silver eagle real? Look at this 90% Milwaukee Liberty. Ladies and gentlemen, all of those coins except this one, plated in gold, were fake. Either you can spend $3,500 plus on a Sigma Metalytics Verifier Pro, or you can invest in something that one of the Crustacean Nation created. It is the Pocket Pinger by Sound Money. Passed. That was the real one. Failed. That Walking Liberty. Failed. Ladies and gentlemen, it's only $38. Link is in the description below. You get the pocket pinger. You get the stick. You get access to the free phone application. It's literal science. $38 can protect you from a fake silver coin, a fake gold coin, even fake silver bars, and 90%. And it helps support the channel too. So thank you so much. Click the link below. I believe it's mandatory for all stackers, and it's only $38. Protect your stack now. Protect your stack and whack it with a stick. You gotta. Okay. Chris Simic says Roadkill won the first bounty. Okay, it was Roadkill, so it was Roadkill, then Chris Simic. Who's going to win the third? F37 says banknotes the same size, A811 piece of paper. Laugh out. There you go. You left out John. Says, I didn't leave out John, did I? John got soup. Cass says you need to launch a Go Dom Me donations. I'll donate soup for the Legend of Dom. It is launched. All you got to do is get the memberships. That gets you the soup. That will get Dom soup. Okay. Let's look here. I'm looking. Okay, I'm behind. Hold up. Okay. Ohouse says, heard China created solar power with copper. That is just effective as silver. No, that's not. Okay. So, all these rumors have a grain of truth. Has China created solar panels with copper because it's cheaper? Yes. They are less effective than silver. Their efficiency is low, and they survive about half as long due to corrosion and other things, okay? So now they have that option where you can get the cheapo copper one, or you can get what they're calling high performance solar, which is silver. So by bringing in an inferior product, they're actually able to sell the silver for even more. Silver is the most conductive metal, the most reflective, the best thermal properties, and the least corrosive. So no, copper is not just as effective. So copper is not the next play for that. They're actually using it to sell silver at higher prices. So I am tracking that, but that's a big FUD story right now. Don't buy it, or the graphene, ladies and gentlemen. Drop the mic says 100% agree. I was thinking anti-drone units. There you go. That would be effective anti-drone units. Says drop the mic. Victor here says waiting for AI to burst is like waiting for the house market to burst. If it does happen, it won't be anytime soon, says Victor. Whoa. How high do you think a price of a Brent crude will go? I don't know. Let's look at it. Let's see how high it went in the last escalation. So in the last escalation, it went up to 115.25. It actually went as high as 119. So it depends, man. It's hard to say, and here's why.
This thing is changing every 5 minutes. It seems like war will be escalating. It's all going to hell. And then all of a sudden we'll get news of a peace deal or something going on. The president knows how to move the stock market. He appreciates a stock market that's going up, especially going into elections. So I would not be surprised if after a couple days they say, hey, we're working on new negotiations, and then we get a complete reversal. So it's hard to say how high Brent will go. Brent's going to keep moving up as long as escalation continues. Any peace deal or MOU or whatever, good news story, you're going to see oil tank. You're going to see gold and silver go up. You're going to see the DXY. I don't know. It could go up or down. It just depends on what real yield. Like there's other things that go into it. Like real yield rates affect gold and silver going up as well. But that's basically what's going on. Not a financial advisor, just some dude on the internet with crabs. I really use AI. I never use ChatGPT or okay. Well, a lot of people now are using AI. Like it's ChatGPT, it's Grok. There's a many more. I just use those as examples because they're the most well known. Like your phones all have AI now. Email has AI. If you type into Google, it's AI for searches. Like there's AI being used that you don't even know. Security cameras use AI. So AI is here to stay. That was my point. But yeah, I realize some of you probably don't use it. Now, guys, if you want to ask me a question, you got to tag me at International Stacker. It glows at orange, but don't put any punctuation after it because I will miss it. But luckily, I saw that one. And real quick, let me cover this. Thank you, Next Exit, for gifting a membership. Next Exit gifted a membership, and that went to Silver Seer. Congratulations. Say thank you to Next Exit, which, ladies and gentlemen, that means we're only 4 memberships away from 40, which will trigger the next playing of the No Soup for Dom song. Next Exit says, from the first day that you started stacking, how many fakes have you accidentally bought? 2. Before I got my Sigma Metalytics Verifier Pro, I'd stacked about 3,000 ounces of silver. I found 2 fake Morgans in my stack. That's it. And since then, I've gotten no fakes because I test everything I buy, no matter where I get it from, on my Sigma and the Pocket Pinger. Drop the Mic says, I wonder if making USA legal tender gold-backed style notes would help the dollar devaluation stabilize, slowly replace old. But yeah, it would. It would drop in the mic, but the government's not going to want to go to a gold-backed system. You know why? An actual true gold-backed system, you cannot deficit spend. You can't spend now and say we'll repay it later. You can't be 40 trillion in debt. So that's why we'll never return to a traditional real gold and silver backed system. Now, could they take us to a system and make gold or silver an element of it to make people happy and feel better? Yes, they could do that. Okay, I'm pinning the link for the Pocket Pinger in chat. So if you guys haven't gotten a Pocket Pinger, do it now. Before the price goes up. I mean, I've heard nothing about the price going up, but with inflation, the price on everything always goes up. So get it now. Before it's 40, then 45, then 50. Okay, Soup John is saying, the day they make solar panels out of kryptonite. Whoa, kryptonite. That's crazy. Dominate Trevon, No Soup Dom is saying, I know this is too much to talk about at the moment, but what is up with the banks acting so police-like? I opened an account the other day and they asked me 20 intrusive questions. Whoa! Whoa! What is happening? The baby gator! The baby gator, a massive BGC! What is going on here, ladies and gentlemen? What is this? What just happened? Okay, hold up. Let me click save. Okay, hold up. Let's see, DX. Okay, DXY. Oh, the report. Inflation report. Does anyone know what the inflation... Guys, that was a watch out situation. The inflation numbers must have just come out. Hold up. Tuesday. This is today. Okay, yeah, 8:30. CPI inflation came out 8:30. Okay. So let's look. Let's go here. Okay, here we go. Breaking. US CPI data came in at 3.5. Expectations were 3.8. Inflation is cooling down if you look at that number. But we all know that's not true. We all know they've changed how you measure inflation so many times if you know shadow stats. But on paper, the official narrative is inflation came in cooler than expected. And yes, that put upward pressure on silver. Look at that immediate BGC helped along by the baby gator. Dominator Vaughn, that's because of rules for money laundering, and other requirements that have been put in previous administrations in this one. There's increased focus on trying to stop illegal activity, so they got to ask those questions to figure it out. I'm not saying I agree with it. That's just what that is. Egbert Bootwhistle says, I dual majored in chemistry and geology, but now do plumbing and electrical. I love copper. That's awesome, Egbert. Stack that copper. Now, I'm not a proponent of stacking copper that's made into bars and rounds, guys, because usually, guys, we're about to fill this gap. We are about to fill this gap live. But I'm not a proponent of actually stacking for investment copper if it's coins and rounds and bars, because usually the premium on them is so high, copper would have to shoot the moon. But if you can get scrap copper or copper for cheap, I am a proponent of that. If you find copper pennies, I do stack those. And ladies and gentlemen, we are about to close this gap. Wow. Wow. Thank you, Yukon, for the CPI number. F37 says the pocket pinger can even test silver bits as well. It's in the app. Oh, thank you for that, F37. I didn't know. It's good to know. And ladies and gentlemen, we are shooting up higher here. We're now up 3.22% with silver. We're about to close the gap. Are we going to 60? Let's move this up to 60. Are we going to 60? Right there. Ladies and gentlemen, and this purple line is a key Fibonacci number. As we push higher here on silver, man, this is if you're just listening, we've got a massive vertical straight up green candle up to $59.64. Same on gold. Look at this. Oh my goodness. Gold is now up to 4,097. We're imminently going to be to 4,100. We're about to close this gap, ladies and gentlemen, on silver and gold. Buckle up and smash that like button. 600 people watching, 197 likes. The next 3 people to smash like are going to get good luck for 5 years.
It's science.
Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Now, how wild is this? If you look on this report that I put out every Sunday, internationalstacker.com under news and blog, the key things I told you Monday were watch out situations came true and crashed silver lower. The number one thing I said here is making silver go higher. For the love of God, you got to read that. You got to read that every Sunday. I labor on it with love to share with you, the Crustacean Nation. Okay, here we go. We're looking strong here. I'm looking to fill this gap. I am looking to fill this gap, ladies and gentlemen. We are at 59 of 46 currently. Let's keep watching here. Okay, let's see what you guys are saying on X, formerly known as Twitter. Then we'll check back there in a second. Japan Physical Metal Index. The real confirmation won't come from one green day. It will come from when physical markets keep paying up, even during paper market pullbacks. Silver benefits from industrial demand and monetary. I agree with you. I agree with you, Japan Physics. Thank you. Thank you, Blue Shadow, for putting out that post. Thank you, Blue Shadow, for putting out the live stream. Thank you to Brian for putting out the post. David here says, might have something to do with the U.S. having a red day. When USD has been green during the war, oil has usually been green and gold usually red. Thank you for that, David. Brian here says, a President Benjamin Harrison reference. You really do research like crazy for these posts. Haha, I know. Shotgun Susie, thank you for the post. Thank you, Variable, for putting it out. Okay, I think we're caught up. Future Motive says, the central bank kept America trapped in an illusionary economy for over 100 years. Slippery little salamanders stack what they can't print.
How dare you?
I love that. Thank you for that. Okay, we're caught up with there. Let's go back to the charts, guys. Okay, we're on another green candle, so we're officially out of the danger zone. And I literally lost this red arrow because it was covered by that. Look at that. So we had a vertical green candle up to a high of 59.67. Currently on a grains, turning slightly red candle, 59.46 on silver. Gold, similar story, straight up to 4,000. Oh, we broke 4,100, 4,104.37. On a bit of a green, red candle now. We'll see what happens, but look at that volume. Oh my goodness. Guys, that is algorithmic trading. That is AI. We just witnessed AI and algorithmic trading. As soon as the CPI came out, like immediately, those algorithms kicked in because humans can't move that quick. Did you see that? That was algorithmic. Wow. Draw the Mic says, if you can't afford a Sigma, 100% get yourself a pocket pinger, magnet, calipers, and skill. For $70, you will catch almost all fakes. It won't catch the fakes. It won't catch fakes on real planchets. Yes, you got that right, dropping the mic. And what dropping the mic means fakes on real planchets. So you have real gold and silver coins, but they're fake because they try to make them look like key dates. So that is a thing. But yeah, dropping the mic is right. Guys, if you want to see the gear that I use to find fakes, if you go to my website, you click on shop. Everything I use for my YouTube, but also my personal gold and silver, I put it below. Scroll down. This is my channel merch stuff. This is everything I actually physically use for gold and silver stacking, my pocket pinger, my skill I use, the calipers. This is literally everything I use. So if you're interested to see what I use, it's there. Internationalstacker.com. Supercharge the rise with the baby gator. It's science, says Alan. Guys, should we do a baby gator? Let me know in chat right now. We need to break 59.51. Baby push is dropping the mic. 59.51. So 59.51 is right here. We'll mark that. And we'll change that colors for dropping the mic. Bang. He wants us to break above that. We are currently at 59.16. But let's see what we could do here. That was a massive green candle, ladies and gentlemen. I'm confused, says Christy Bacon, on how silver and gold is not moonshotting when we found out about Japan dumping the U.S. debt. Well, guys, the Japan dumping the U.S. debt, are they selling some debt off? Yes. There's rumors going around that they're going to drop $900 billion, and that's just not true. I actually did a post on that. Yesterday. So it's just like all the rumors that happen. It's a grain of truth embellished. Hold up. I got it right here. Give me 1 second. Here's a post on AI if people are interested on my opinion on that. You guys were asking earlier about that. Here's another one on AI. If you guys follow me at X, formerly known as Twitter, I got all kinds of information on here. INTL Stacker. Hold up. I'm trying to find... Hold up. Man, I thought it was yesterday. Hold on. When did I do this? Central banks keep stacking gold. Oh, I can't. It's somewhere around here. Hold up. Huh. I have it around here somewhere. Ah, here it is. The next financial crisis, ladies and gentlemen, may be starting in Japan. Japan's 10-year government bond yield has surged to its highest level since 1997. The Bank of Japan is reducing bond purchases. The government is planning massive new spending. This is fueling fears of yen carry trade unwind, which could force Japanese investors to sell foreign assets, including U.S. Treasury or bonds, and bring home capital. Why stackers should care? Weaker foreign demand for U.S. debt and rising bond global yields equals long-term pressure on the dollar. Bullish tailwind for gold and silver. Okay, that's not exactly the one I was looking for. Hold up. I think it's right down here. This is it. Here it is. America's biggest foreign creditor just made a massive move, ladies and gentlemen. Japan, the world's largest foreign holder of U.S. debt, $1.2 trillion, has been a net seller throughout 2026. Quarter one, they sold $29.6 billion, okay? So not $900 billion. The largest quarterly reduction in nearly 4 years. March alone, ladies and gentlemen, they sold $47.7 billion. The main reason, rising Japanese government bond yields are pulling capital back home. Rumors of large treasury sales today, that was on this day, remain unverified. Treat them as speculation for now. Why we should care as stackers: weaker foreign demand for U.S. debt and mean higher yields, more pressure on the U.S. budget, and more long-term questions around the dollar. Man, that's still not the one I was looking. I mean, that gives you more. Hold up. I literally just put it out because I saw rumors of not. One of you asked me about them selling $900 billion. Maybe I just answered that email. Maybe I didn't make a post on it. Maybe I'll go get that email and make a post on it. I think I didn't make a post on it. I think I just answered an email. Yeah, I think I just answered an email on that. Thank you, Yukon and Stealth, for the CPI. Chart gap at 62.50 to 63 on July 5th. Yeah, we're tracking it. We got this gap right here we're watching first. That's what it was. One of you asked me an email about Japan selling 900 billion, and I pointed out that's so. I'm gonna make a post about that because that is a rumor going around right about now. Christy Bacon says, I apologize for asking about what you cover already. I'm not lazy. I just have... No, you're good. You're good, Christy Bacon. You guys ask any question you want, whether I cover it or not. I'll rehash things. If one of you has that question, many of you do. Let me see if I can find that email. Hold up. Okay. Yeah, so one of you asked me. Okay. So one of you said, here's the question one of you asked me. I have a question. Japan just announced they're dumping $900 billion in U.S. treasuries. This could lead to U.S. stocks tanking. At the same time, dollar should rise if they are having to buy back treasuries. So what do you think happens? And here is my response to that. I said, great question. First, a quick clarification. Japan did not announce the immediate $900 billion dump of U.S. Treasury. That figure appears to stem from misinformation circulating online, confusing Japan's Treasury holdings with much larger total foreign assets, particularly those held in large pension funds. Any reduction in Treasury holdings would likely occur gradually, not as one massive overnight sell. On the dollar, if Japanese investors sell Treasuries and repatriate the proceeds, they would generally sell dollars to buy yen. That would typically put downward pressure on the dollar, not strengthen it. Normally, if the DXY goes down, it's bullish for gold and silver. But if real yields go up, that's bearish for gold and silver. And I have an article on why that is on internationalstacker.com. The question is, which force is stronger? For gold, I think the same. I think the reaction could play out in two stages. Short term, if Treasury selling pushes yields and real yields higher, gold could come under pressure. A sharp equity sell-off could also trigger forced liquidation, temporarily dragging gold and silver lower along with other assets. On the other hand, if the decline in the dollar becomes the dominant market driver, it could offset or even outweigh that pressure. Medium to long term, which is what we should be interested in as gold and silver stackers, not a financial advisor, just some dude on the internet with crabs. If foreign demand for U.S. debt continues to weaken, it could erode confidence in the Treasury market, increase concerns about U.S. debt sustainability, and eventually force a policy response from the Fed. Whether that's renewed quantitative easing, rate cuts, or other form of liquidity support. I think that would ultimately be supportive for gold and silver. So my overall view, if Japan were to meaningfully reduce its Treasury holdings over time, expect possible short-term volatility or downside first. But the bigger picture, rising U.S. debt, ongoing central bank gold buying around the world, and the gradual diversification away from dollar assets remains constructive for precious metals over the long run. So what I'm watching the 10-year Treasury yield, real yields, the DXY, and the U.S. to a Japan dollar, to Japan yen. I hope that helps. Okay. This is weird. I bought silver yesterday. According to history, the price should have dropped today, says Brian. Guys, how many of you feel like that? How many of you guys buy and then the price immediately drops the next day? You're like, dang it! That's what Brian's talking about. That's so funny. Baby Gator to the moon says dropping. Wow, dropping the mic wants a baby gator to the moon. Whoa, that's an intense one. Should we do it? Goodson here says, did you up the game? Yeah, I did. The max you can bet on heist is 10,000 claws, and everything else, the max is 15,000. I did. Guys, it's not a cryptocurrency. It's just some fun currency here you can play games with. We love your labor of love, says Silver Cat Woman. Thank you for your hard work and dedication. Well, thank you. Victor says, I took a Raptor run. What caused that spike? I think we might fill the gap. Yeah, I'm hoping, Victor. It was the report on inflation. Reflation came in cooler than expected. That's what happened. All right, let's look for breaking gold and silver news. And ladies and gentlemen, go nowhere. We are literally just 13 and a half minutes away from the Shanghai Future Exchange opening. And ladies and gentlemen, we are going to see probably a gap up. Let's see, 59.04. And this closing. Oh, yeah. Right now, we should be seeing about a $1 gap up in Shanghai. If the current trends hold, it can change in the next 14 minutes. We'll find out. But when we get a little bit closer, I'm going to ask you guys if you're team green or team red. So go nowhere. We're about to see Shanghai open together. Push this higher. Okay. Okay, I'm making sure I don't miss any questions. In West Texas post, don't sleep on 90% junk silver. $1 face hero bullion at or under spot, depending on how much you buy, guys. Explain to me, like I'm 5 years old, why silver jumped. Okay. Like you're 5 years old. Okay. Two-bib. So, why did it jump? It's because the system... Okay. If I give you $1 today, it's worth $1 of today's money. Okay. Hold up. Let me figure out what it is. Okay. If I give you 10 gumdrops and tell you that you can trade me those 10 gumdrops for 10 pieces of gum today, but then I come back tomorrow and say you can trade me those 10 gumdrops for only 9 pieces of gum, and you're like, why? They're the same. Why am I getting less? And then I say, tomorrow I have a feeling you're only going to get 5 gumdrops, or you're only going to get 5 pieces of gum for those gumdrops or whatever. And then it comes to tomorrow and I go, oh, just kidding. You're actually going to get 7. You're going to celebrate. So basically, the prediction on inflation was going to be higher than it actually was. So if inflation comes in lower than it's supposed to, that is a positive thing for gold and silver, because that means inflation is coming down, which means the Federal Reserve could do rate cuts. So I hope that was probably confusing. I tried. Who wants a gumdrop? Okay. Drop the mic. I can tell you taught professionally. If one has a question, likely do others. Yeah, totally. I have taught professionally. Brian here says, and last night I was going to add, and I didn't think it would drop a bit today. Laugh out loud. There you go, Brian. Bert in chat says, yes, 100%. Both physical and mining stocks go down after I buy. There you go, Bert. Egbert Boot Whistle says, I bought 10-ounce bar at 95. Most of my silver was bought 25 to 50, so I'm not even mad. Egbert, I do believe the day's coming again, and we'll stay where we say, you remember when you could buy silver under 100? I don't think you're going to be upset with that purchase at all. That's why we dollar cost average. Buying consistently over the long term, because it can mitigate super high highs, and you don't want to mitigate the lows, but it can mitigate super high highs you buy at. O-House says, this reminds me so much of crypto in 2024, 2025. Seriously, this is like the twilight zone I'm living in. Lost a lot of money on both. Should have just saved the money, says O-House. O-House, don't be shaken. This stuff has been money for thousands of years. Physical gold and physical silver. You can't go back with crypto. You can't go back with the US dollar. Over the mid to long term, that is the play with physical gold and silver. That's why we stack. Saving the money. The paper fiat currency, that's what they want you to do. Remember, all throughout history, the big bankers, the politicians, the financial experts have told you to save in this stuff. Physical gold, paper fiat currency. And remember, 100% of paper fiat currencies ever made, not backed by physical gold and silver, have always eventually gone to zero. There is many people that thought they should save in this stuff, and they did, and they got literally destroyed. And as I whip out and plop down my big old fat stack of Vietnam dong, I want to remind you, it got so bad in Zimbabwe, they went to $1 million notes, $1 billion notes, and $1 trillion notes. So although it seems like paper currency might be a good place to park it, 100% it's not, ladies and gentlemen. Right now we're seeing hyperinflation. We're on the precipice of hyperinflation in Iran. There's a few other countries I can't remember off the top of my head. They are having major issues around the world. No house, let me show you this one thing. Right here. This was enough to convince me. This is the buying power of the dollar. Federal Reserve made. Look, bang, 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 bang. When your granddad or uncle or father or whoever says, I used to be able to go to a movie for 35 cents and get a cheeseburger, that doesn't mean money's worth less today or things got more. It doesn't mean things got more expensive. It means money is worth less today. You've eroded your buying power. So just holding in cash is an extremely dangerous thing. Again, physical gold and silver is not for the faint of heart. The road's going to be long, dark, and full of terrors, but I believe those who are unshaken and have the intestinal fortitude to see the way through are going to reap the rewards and be dancing with me in the street. Mid to long-term game, not a financial advisor, just some dude on the internet with crabs. That's what I'm doing. That's what I believe in. None of the fundamentals have changed. So I hope that makes you feel better a little bit, House. Diamond Claws, baby. And a big shout out to all the Diamond Claw members right now on the stream. Shout out to all the members. It's viewers like you that help me do what I do. Thank you so much. And the question for everyone in chat right now is, who has Diamond Claws?
Diamond Claws.
Clive Thompson's book, says Mark. Yeah, I'm sure he has great books. Clive Thompson's a great guy. Is the CPI a fake number considering the number came under the ceasefire energy? Yeah. So first off, Devin, the inflation number is way understated. There's a website out there, guys, called Shadow Stats, which shows what inflation should be. The Fed, the government, has changed how we measure inflation multiple times, and another change is coming, mark my words. On top of all that, the CPI number we got is when we were in a ceasefire. Now we're not in a ceasefire. We're seeing escalation. So unless another ceasefire happens, that CPI number is not going to be indicative of what's to come. So keep that in mind. Now, if we are going to get the PPI numbers, and again, if you go to my website, internationalstacker.com, click news and blog, and go here. We are going to get PPI tomorrow, and that is kind of used as a snapshot kind of into the future. Wednesday. We're going to get the producer price index at 8:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time tomorrow. It measures inflation at the producer level. And this can kind of give you a snapshot into the future, what it's going to look like. There's a lot more here that it could tell you about, but we'll see what happens there. How many Zots of gumdrops do you have? I don't know, Lauren. You know what I do have? Hold up. Where is it? On the topic of candy, hold up. Oh, where did I put it? Where did I put it? Somewhere I have a Dum Dum lollipop that's made out of metal. It's a fun one. Okay. Russia's inflation is nuts. Yeah, Russia's messed up. Iran's messed up. I was reading one last night. Hold up. I bookmarked it. Because I'm going to do another post on inflation. These are my bookmark tweets to come back to. Oh, I did that one already. I did the helium story already. The Argentinian peso, look at this. It's lost 99.66% of its value against the dollar since 2013. 10,000 pesos in 2013 is worth 34 today. Guys, we're seeing it around the world. Do not lose your faith. Get the intestinal fortitude to see the way through. Look up Sri Lanka inflation, okay? Climbed to 6.8%, up from 5.5. So say Sri Lankan. Here we go. The rupee. Okay, let's look at $1. $1 is 335 rupees. Let's look over the... Oh, yeah, look at that. Yeah, it is significantly dropped. It lost to 0. No, it didn't. It didn't. I thought it lost to 0 for a second. Wow. And guys, keep smashing that like button. We got about 700 people on. We're only 25 likes away from 300. Keep smashing it. The next 25 people to smash like are going to get good luck for 6 months.
It's science.
Now, someone says we need a baby gator. Let's do it.
Try to do the baby gator noise. Here we go. How do you do the baby gator noise? Yeah. I don't know. Whoa, whoa, what was that? It was a giant lizard just jumped. That thing was massive. I thought I actually summoned an alligator for a second there.
Now, some scientists say that 90% of the time, every time we play the baby gator, it could turn a red candle green or a green candle to a BGC. And boy, did it over here.
It's science.
So we're going to keep watching for that. Victor here said, did the U.S. give Argentina like $40 billion this year? Where did our money go? Probably a quarter of it to corruption. Drop the Mic says, Russians can't move dairy or bread due to diesel shortages. It's going to get rough. Yeah. Brian's asking, guys, does this... Oh, no. Guys, does this look like a shark's fin? Yeah, thank you, guys. If you got a question for me, a comment, or breaking news, tag me. If you put at International Stacker, it makes it glow orange. I scroll this quick, and then I see orange, I stop. I see orange, I stop. So if you got a question, just tag me in it. If you got a question about the games, you could do exclamation point games or exclamation point commands. That will help you play the games in chat. Would you ever interview Peter Schiff? What is his... Yeah, I would interview him. I'd interview anybody. Mike here. Oh, by the way, I'm interviewing... I'm going to have Lynette Zhang on the channel next week on the 22nd. I believe that's Wednesday? So that's coming. Glad it's down. Just picked up 5 more maples. Congratulations, Mike. Who picked up some silver today? Let me know. Oh, I forgot to show you guys. Now, let me get this dirty paper fiat currency off the silver. Sorry about that. Whoops.
How dare you?
I played the wrong effect there. Let me get this off. Now, I did have another pickup at the Fun Coin Show. I wanted to show you guys that I honestly had forgotten about. Okay. So my main pickup was this. This was 16 Morgan silver dollars. I got these for $2.30 under spot. All but one are pre-1921, so I was happy with that. And yes, I did have my Sigma with me. But guys, I got 6 of these. Now, I got 6 of these, and he was a guy from Australia I met. I gave him a crab coin and a crab bag, and I was looking at these. Now, these are actually very special. Guys, if you know why they're special, put in chat. But I was looking at him. I'm like, yeah, man, I might get 6. He's like, well, you gave me a crab coin. He's from Australia. He's like, I'll sell them to you 2 for $100. So I got these at spot price of $50, which was epic, all because I gave him a crab coin. So that was pretty cool. But these are colonial. Now, these were minted by Engelhard, one of my favorite all-time vintage companies, Engelhard. This was minted by them. If you look, it looks like an Engelhard design. So for colonial refining, these were minted by Engelhard. Look at that. Isn't that so cool? Let's see if I can find... I was looking for one of the Engelhard bars to show you, but the design is very close. And ladies and gentlemen, Shanghai just opened. I missed it. Shanghai opened. Gap up, gap up. I got distracted. Look at that gap. You could drive a Mack truck through that thing. So Shanghai Futures Exchange just opened up to $66.36. Woo! We almost got the mark of the beast. But we didn't, so that's good. Okay, we gapped up to $66.36 on a red candle, currently at $66.18. So as predicted, they did gap up. And the baby gator did turn this red candle green, ladies and gentlemen.
It's science.
Wow. Distracted by the horde, yeah. I was trying to find you guys the example of the Engelhard bar. I think I have one in here. Like, I definitely have them, but I thought I had one up here. I don't know. Anyway, so those were some cool vintage bars. And also, a question for you guys. Who would like this bar for free? This is from Hero Bullion. 5-ounce silver, 1776. There's only 1,776 of them. They are only 99 cents over spot. They got a handful of them left. But I'm giving this away to one of you, and how is that? Ladies and gentlemen, this Saturday, We've got a subscriber meet and greet in Springfield, Illinois. And I'm going to be doing a subscriber meet and greet. You're going to get a You Caught the King Crab Challenge coin if you come. I'm going to be giving away all kinds of swag. I'm going to be giving away some samurai silver. And then at the end of that, I'm going to release the Hidden Hoard. The Hidden Hoard is a treasure hunt around the world, sponsored by Hero Bullion. Thank you, Hero. Go here. If you go to my website, internationalstacker.com, and you click Hidden Hoard, it shows you the locations where we're going. 5 ounces was found in Dahlonega, Georgia, Knoxville, Tennessee, Orlando, Florida. The next one is Springfield, Illinois. Who in chat's coming and who's going to find the Hidden Hoard? The next one after that's A&A Coin Show at Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. So go to internationalstacker.com and click the Hidden Hoard, ladies and gentlemen. And we are starting to get a little trend upward here, ladies and gentlemen. Silver's at $59.15 on a green candle. Gold's on $4,083.10 on a green candle. And ladies and gentlemen, the next shoe to drop in just 27 and a half minutes is going to be the Dow Jones, which is down 116 points. Okay, I can get rid of this. Hold up. I can get rid of that. Get rid of that. I don't like to have too many windows open. Okay. Oh. Am I the only one that tries keeping everything possible regardless of condition I get? Wait. Brian says, am I the only one that tries to keep everything possible regardless of condition I get in No. All my bullion, Brian, is in capsules or airtight tubes. That is how I store it all. This silver you see right here, for the majority of it is poured silver and gold. And this stuff, it's all unique. You can touch it by hand. That's why I have it here, because it's cool. It's fun to touch. But yeah, bullion, bars, and rounds and coins, I keep in all capsules and airtights as well. Dutch Murphy says, never earned so much claws in one stream before. There you go. Let's see if I can get lucky. Okay, the stock market's going to be the next shoe to drop here, ladies and gentlemen. See what you guys are saying on X. Oh, guys, it's ready. The final batch of silver cork tops is on the way to International Stacker. These were made to commemorate the event when silver spot price rose above $100 an ounce for the first time earlier this year. If you're interested in purchasing one, make sure you follow International Stacker on X. Here they are, guys. The final batch. The final batch. I do have a list of people who are interested in them, so I'm going to work through that list. If you're interested in grabbing one, email me at internationalstacker.com. But there's limited quantities left. And then we're done. Off to a new project. Thank you, Mike D, for tagging me in that. Okay. But if you signed up on the list, you're on the list. I'm going to work through the list. I've got enough for everyone on the list to get one. But I might have some people on the list that don't want it anymore, so then maybe you can get one. So if you really want one, email me internationalstacker@gmail.com. TK says the Silver Bowl has had a nap. Looks like it's starting again. Some big buyers getting positions last few days. Yeah, for sure, T-Cakes. And guys, remember, what happens when Cowboys get on bulls? You get bucked. You can get hit off the bull. You can get gored by a horn. Bull markets are not fun, just continual upward. We're all dancing in the streets celebrating. They're violent. Thank you so much, The Real Savage Patriot, for the jewels. Brian, it's commands, plural. It's exclamation commands or exclamation games. Okay, guys, we're just 42 likes away from 350. We've got about 700 people on, so I know we could do that. So smash that like button as we keep watching the charts here. Silver on a green candle, 58.96. Gold on a slightly red candle, 4,072. But ladies and gentlemen, that baby gator worked 2 times this morning. Wow. If England wins the World Cup, says BB, I'll do some pouring. Great use of my scrap. Yeah, that'll be fun. And guys, speaking of World Cup, when I met with Northampton West, he was in town for the World Cup. Look at this. He donated this for the Megaga. It is a, well, as you say around the world, football Americano, or you'd say in the United States, soccer. Piece of silver. So I'm sure there's a soccer fan out there that would like to win that. And guys, we got Reckless Metals in the house. What's up, Reckless? Oh! Reckless Metals, I have an announcement that kind of pertains to the project we did. So we got Hoya Guru in chat, ladies and gentlemen, and he is doing a charity auction. He bought 12 of these. He's got one variant, the rest are the regulars. He is auctioning them all off on eBay to raise money for charity. The charity he picked is the Fun Coast Down Syndrome Association, and there is one on right now. It is the regular edition. It is going for $110, so I'll copy this link. If you missed the crab coin and you want to get one, I'm going to drop this link in chat. And there's 12 of them. So I will try to keep you guys updated as each one goes. eBay, link, crab, Rolo. So if you missed the Rolo, you still got a little bit of a chance. Let me pin that in chat for a little bit. 1 second here. Bang. So I thought that was pretty cool of him to do. For charity, that's pretty cool. Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, we are just about 22 minutes away from the next shoe drop in here. The Dow Jones, let's check here again. Wow, we're down 150 pre-market. Now, earlier this morning, look at this. It was down to 52,282 at about 6 a.m. Interesting. What did it close at? 52,504, 52,617. So actually, we might be... It's downward pressure, but it might start a little bit up. We'll see. I'll send off that package today, getting caught up from vacation. Never again. Thank you, Reckless. That was for that Yeah, I think I know what you're talking about. I'll text you just to verify, but thank you, Reckless. Guys, can we chant Reckless Metals in the chat? Man, mytho, legend. Super cool. I'm looking. Oh, here it is. Long before I ever did a project with Reckless Metals, I was a stacker of his silver. Look at this, Silver Savages. Reckless Metals has amazing stuff. He's got some really high value art. So not only does he do like bullion, and he does like straight up pieces of art. Like they should be statues in museums. So check him out. Reckless Metal. Let's get it. Actually, let's do this. Let's get his YouTube. Here we go. Guys, he is at 1,870 subscribers. We could literally get him over 2,000 subscribers right now. Let's show him some love, Crustacean Nation. Sub up. So let's show some love to Reckless Metals. And since I'm saying Reckless, I would be remiss if I didn't mention Reckless Ben and say brick by brick. Brick by brick, if you know, you know. So let's sub up Reckless Metals. Guys, if we get him to 2,000 subs, we'll do another. Hey, Reckless, if they get you to 2,000 subs, can we do another project together? If you guys want another project with Reckless Metals, let's get him to 2,000. Reckless Metals, do you agree? Do you agree, Reckless? If they get us to 2,000, we'll work on another project together. What do you guys think? I think that'd be pretty mega. Does Reckless deserve his own emoji? Maybe, Dutch Murphy. We got to unlock one first, guys. And to unlock the next emoji, I think we need about 300 more members, something like that. And look at that. Kyle says, I cannot subscribe twice. That's mega. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're just 19 and a half minutes away from the Dow opening. Don't go anywhere. This could be another explosive move. We just saw an explosive move with the inflation number. We saw another semi-explosive move when Shanghai opened up right around here. And we could see another one here with the Dow. I have to unsubscribe to subscribe again, says Cavalier. That's awesome. Let's refresh this. Sub them up. I think everyone's subscribed to you already from here. Yeah, Kyle says we need a Reckless Metals emoji for sure. He said, if we get to 2K, I will do another project and a giveaway this weekend. Whoa! Guys, if you want an epic Reckless Metals giveaway, you know what to do. His link is pinned in the chat, and also some mods were dropping his link. David Carlisle just dropped it. Thank you, David. I mean, I know we could at least get him to 1900. Come on. Come on. All right. And we're 16 likes away from 350. I know we can do that, so keep smashing it. It helps the channel out so much. The next 16 people to smash like are going to get good luck for 4 years.
It's science.
And guys, if you want my treasure, don't forget, you got to subscribe for it. I'm giving away tons of silver. We got over 100 ounces in there. It's probably going to be 70-ish on this giveaway. We got gold. We got copper. All you got to do is subscribe, turn on those notifications, and get ready for the mega. God. Nice. Tom just subscribed. He has good auction shows as well. Yeah, guys, he has the coolest intro. He has the go watch his intro on his live streams. It's got to be a new one. It is the coolest intro. I really like it a lot. Okay, guys, look at that. We got him to 1,880. 20 more subscribers gets him to 1,900. Did you see Wounded Warrior Project piece going to SGT? Wait, did you see Wounded Warrior Project Reckless piece going? I did not, Mike. Can you tag me in it? I did see this. Hold up. I did see bookmarks. I did see this. Oh, yeah. I had the honor of purchasing this SGT stacking piece during the Wounded Warrior benefit last week. So Mike D bought this from SGT. But I think you're talking about something else. So yeah, tag me in it. Let's see what you got. Guys, I'm sure you've all seen this clip. Do not mess with the bison. This poor man, that poor old man got flung up in the sky like a rag doll. I'm sure he's severely injured. Prayers for him and the family. I have a sneaking suspicion that this may be the greatest Mega God ever, says Emerald. Guys! I've done 2 or 3 Mega Gods where I gave away a kilo bar of silver for first place. Should I do a kilo for first place again? That would be crazy. Let's see what a kilo is worth. A kilo is 32.15 troy ounces of silver. So let's see, 32.15 times 58.95. That would be $1,800. $1,800 just for a first place prize. Maybe I should pull out 32.15 ounces from the Mega Ga and put the kilo in. That would be crazy. Amina, thank you for the shiny chest with all the jewels. I appreciate it so much. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, do not go anywhere. We are getting close here. 15 minutes and 10 seconds away. We're down 127 on Dow futures. We're going to be watching that. Let's see where we got Reckless to. We got him close to 1,900. Can we use golden tickets for this? No. Unless you got a new one. Did I do a new gold? No, I didn't do a new golden ticket. Golden tickets are only used once. Cavalier says that old man had silver in his pocket, so it was a case of the bull shaking him down. Legend has it the old man still has his silver. There you go, Cavalier. I heard he survived. For this Mega gas, says Brian. Save the kilo and do a 100-ounce bar for the Mega giveaway at 100K. That would be crazy. Reckless Metal says we go live tomorrow. Oh, yeah, guys, if you want to see how this stuff is made, he does it in front of you. So check out Reckless Metals. The Cork says, Brian, email me, Brian. If you're already on the list, you're good. But if you want to be a backup in case someone doesn't pick one up, email me, internationalstacker@gmail.com for the Cork tops. All right, let's shoot what you guys are saying on X, formerly known as Twitter here. Okay, let's go to breaking news. Watch Yaking Stacking yesterday. Silver Dave pays him. Oh, okay, thanks, Cargo Bob. I'll check it out. Brian says, when should we have used the golden ticket for the Cork? Oh, that was on the Mega Ga. Oh, wait. Is that still good? That might still be good. I don't remember, Brian. I got to look into it. Brian, can you send me an email, internationalstacker@gmail.com, and remind me to figure that out? That might, for the cork, it might still be good. I don't quite recall. I got to make sure. I gave 2 golden tickets. One for the coffee, one for the... I need to make sure. I got to make sure. Reckless Metal says, I pound sand for a living. There you go. Okay, let's look at some breaking news here. We did cover this, guys. CPI came in less than expected. Down 4% month over month. Expectations was -1. CPI 0 month to month expectation 0.02. And we saw silver pop, gold pop. We saw the DXY tank. Oil kind of tanked a little bit. You should be. We didn't have a mega since. Okay, Brian. Okay. Thank you for the reminder. It's hard to remember all this stuff. Okay, Lewis here says, come on. Come for silver. Stay for the 5-inch inseam shorts. Midweek meltdown. There you go. Okay, emailed it. Thank you, Brian. Okay. CPI just broke lower. So everything's about CPI right now. China's monthly car exports top 1 million. Jeez. Okay, here's Judy Shelton, guys, and thank you for the jewels, the Lone Ranger. Judy Shelton is super pro gold and silver. She was pushing for gold bonds to celebrate America's 250th. So let's see what she says. Today's break-in CPI numbers testify to the supply-side approach to monetary policy I have long advocated. Growth is not inflationary. Low employment is not inflationary. The goal should be to increase output to accommodate strong consumer demand. The Fed only knows how to fight inflation by trying to suppress growth, reducing demand instead of increasing supply. Access to capital at reasonable interest rates is key to productive growth because small and medium-sized businesses make it happen. Well, there you go. Guys, Rat Stacker is up to like 7 Lego pieces, maybe? I forget. Mike D, I believe, sent her a few. Was that you, Mike D? I believe Mike D sent her a few and she freaked out. Another one of you sent her one. Was it Chris Simic? I can't remember. Was it Barbara, maybe? A few of you sent her some Lego pieces, so she's got like 7 now. She's starting to build little contraptions out of silver. Good old Rat Stacker. Rat Stacker's my daughter. She plays the Goblin on the Mega giveaways. Mega! She also stacks rats. She has 2 pet rats. Houdini and Popcorn. They are... what do you call them? Dwarf rats. And I hold them from time to time. I have special shirts I wear because they've chewed holes. They will sit inside my shirt. They chewed holes so they could poke their heads out for situational awareness. So yes, I do hold those rats. Yeah, that was Mike D for her birthday. Thank you, Mike D. She loved that. I thought that was you. I think Barbara might have, or Chris Simic might have sent another one. I forget. Alan says, what are your thoughts on SpaceX shares? I feel like I need to hodl the... Yeah. Guys, I bought 2 SpaceX shares because... One, I was having fun, but 2, a lot of index funds bought into them at the 14-day. I thought I might give it a little pop, but it didn't materialize. So I think SpaceX is now definitely a long-term hodl until eventually... I think it will eventually pop, just with all the technology, all the breakthroughs SpaceX is doing. So yeah, I would say it's a long-term hodl. I have a new golden ticket for your next mega guy. A bag of 10 Mercury dimes, says Mark Medwell. Wow. John says, maybe the Chinese cars. Yeah, I think you guys are right. I think the last golden ticket still is good. I got to figure it out. Maybe Chinese cars are nice, but You'll never see a 25-year-old electric vehicle. That is true. Good music today, says Lee. Thank you, Lee. Okay. Guys, we're getting close here. Let's look at the Dow. We're just 8 minutes away from the opening, down 82 points. Look at this little... Look at this. I'm hoping they will pop and merge with Tesla. Yeah, it could happen. Sent you a pic of... Okay. So here we go. Wow. So Reckless Metals Wounded Warrior Project auction piece. Statue of Defiance going to SGT. Oh, wow. So it's 1, 2, 3 pieces. Very cool. Mike D, did you buy that and send it to him, or is this just something he bought? It's a trap, says Greg. Yeah, there's the clip there. Not a good... I mean, I'm not going to show it. It's violent. Tesla's about to release its new robot, so that's a good buy. Oh, yes. A good point, Seymour. I won it in your GA in the war room and posted on X. Ah, that's right, Mark. That's right. That's right. I do remember that. I do remember that. Yeah, so we still have one good golden ticket then. Sorry, guys. It's hard. It's hard to keep up with her. It's hard. So many hours of analysis drain my brain. Guys, we are just 15 subscribers away from the next big show. 15 more subscribers will get us back to 69,300. We are in a bit of a purgatory right now. So if you're not subscribed, subscribe. You got to be to win my big mega giveaway, which I'm going to launch soon. I'm tired of waiting, and so are you. So it's over 100 ounces in there, but I'll probably do about 70 on this one. And then I'm saving some of it for the mega at 100K. As the timer is counting down, ladies and gentlemen, we're about 6 minutes and 10 seconds away from right here. Dow Jones opening. I'm going to switch to Dow in a minute. But this is a bullish setup for today. I would expect if things continue the way they are, gold and silver, I would expect them to fill the gap today on those two gaps. But any kind of geopolitics, any kind of like major escalation could definitely impact us. So here's the Dow Jones we're going to be watching here shortly. And make sure to keep smashing the like button. We are now just 41 likes away from 400. 600 people on the stream. I know we could do it. Keep smashing it. I mean, it could be a cup and handle if there was another part of the cup over here. Giant gap. Look at that. We're filling that gap as we speak. I'm really late today. Did Dom get soup? No, Rister. Well, let me check. Did Dom get soup?
Please, sir, I want some more.
Taste the soup.
Good soup.
No soup for you.
Okay, 4 minutes. 4 minutes and 40 seconds here. I'm tired. I'm beat this morning, guys. I got a bunch of video editing to do today. Some long form videos I gotta get out for you guys. I'm trying to do a long form video every Saturday, but I've just been so balls to the walls lately. It's been tough, but I'm gonna try to get a couple done today for the next couple Saturdays. We are just 4 minutes away from the stock market opening. Don't go anywhere. Okay, Zero Hedge's CPI hot take from David Russell. This is great news for Kevin Warsh and the Fed. Everyone expected energy to drop, but there was also good news in car prices, shelter, and apparel. However, these trends might not last if renewed conflict in the Middle East lifts oil prices. And guys, oil is all above 80 except for WTI, and Brent's 86. Oh my goodness. Here we go. More soup. Get your bowl up. Dom, get your bowl up. Silver Fox Stacker gifted 5 memberships. It went to Crypto Mom. It went to Nani. It went to Rocco. It went to Monster. It went to Gaming Dad. Congratulations. Check out your new custom channel member emojis. Say thank you to Silver Fox. So sorry, Don. Let's go to the field and see if Dom got any soup out of that.
Hey, Cargo Bob, we're downtown Key West right now. You want to go get some soup?
No soup for John.
No.
As they're telling me it's over, I'm still stacking. As they're telling me to do something else, I'm still stacking. As the big bankers tap the COMEX, I'm still stacking.
What the hell?
That's a funny clip right there. Wow. Thank you so much, Silver Fox, for getting those memberships. Silver Serpents lost 5,000 claws and heist. No!
I am never going to financially recover from this.
Okay. All right, 2-minute warning, 2-minute warning. Two-minute warning here. I'm going to go ahead and combine these views. Here we go. There. I think I'll leave it open on this side. We'll just scrunch it a little bit. Okay, there we go. I'll close it on this side so we can watch more. This is the Dow Jones on the right. We're about to see open here in 1 minute and 23 seconds. This is silver. We're going to see how silver reacts at 59.20. Guys, this is the battle for $60 an ounce silver is what we're seeing unfold in front of us. The battle. If you're ready for war, I need you to put war in chat right now. If you're ready to fight the big bankers, I'm going in. Crab your battle stations. Crab your battle stations. 1 minute warning here. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. We're about to open. 45 seconds. We are just 22 likes away from 400. I know we could do that. Keep smashing the like button. You'll get good luck for 765,000 seconds.
It's science.
Whoa. Here we go. 30-second warning here. 30 seconds, 30 seconds, 30 seconds. I got a live feed from the COMEX. I'm piping it in.
Run.
It's my silver and I want it now.
It's my silver and I want it now.
My silver and I want it now.
And we got 10 seconds to the market open here. I'm going to be counting it down from 5. Thank you, Rooster, for gifting 5 memberships. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. The market is open. And crustaceans, we had a gap down to a massive green. Look at that. A gap down to a massive green candle on the Dow. Wow, let's keep watching this. Rooster gifted 5 memberships. It went to D. It went to Kim. Sunfire, Kathy, and Nana. Congratulations. Say thank you to Rooster. Check out your new custom channel member emojis. Can we chant Rooster in chat? And can we also chant Silver Fox in chat? That is mega. Wow. Guys, don't forget. Sip like a king crab with me in the morning while I'm live streaming. Pick up a bag of Mrs. International Stacker coffee. It now comes in the 1-pound bag as well and dark roast. Soup John just gifted a membership. That went to Eyes. Congratulations, Eyes. Check out your new custom channel member emojis. Woo! Release the Kraken, says Cavalier. So silver is on a green candle, 59.25. We're going to wait here a little bit. Let's see what materializes here with the Dow Jones. It's got to marinate a little. So far, the Dow's only down 27 points because it gapped down, did a massive BGC there. S&P's up 15, NASDAQ's 285. Oil is cooking, guys. Oil is cooking across the board. Thank you so much for the jewels, Jesse. You are mega. Wow. And we are just 3 gifted memberships away from triggering the next No Soup for Dom song. Just 3 gifted memberships away from that. Brian says, I lost all my claws. And thank you, Ralph, for putting the link in chat for coffee. I'm going to go ahead and pin that. Who's sipping with me right now? Chasing that milk, thank you so much for the golden poop. And thank you, Silver Fox, for the thumbs upper. What's the fastest way to get claws? You get claws for hanging out, for chatting. If you super chat, it gives you claws quicker. Okay. There is a slot machine too. I don't know if you guys know that. And I did add more answers to the 8-ball. The 8-ball's been revised, and I did revise some of the language on the heist. I don't know if you noticed it. That was pretty cool. Always trying to improve things for you. Improve quality, make things better, refresh things. I was thinking about making a few more intros. So I might be working on that when I get a little bit of time. I got some editing to do first, though. Katrina says, I had to end my membership today, sadly. I was injured at work and got a $10K bill. Denied payment from an insurance company. It's okay, Katrina. It's okay if you have to cancel it. I appreciate it for the time you supported, and you're welcome here no matter if you're a member or not. And you are in our prayers for your injury, Katrina. Maybe find a local lawyer. Look for one of those billboards, injured at work. If you're injured at work. If you're injured like on the sidewalk, maybe find someone that could go after the city. Get rich and buy some silver. Okay. Streamlags is taxing me this more than the Canadian government, says Yukon Cornelius. That's funny. Katrina is going to need soup for sure. She's still got it now, but when it expires, she's definitely going to need soup. How many hungry crustaceans are in chat? If you need soup, put I need soup right now. And Daily says, are claws like Bitcoin? Either a fixed amount of claws ever? No, claws are indefinite. As you earn claws, they just appear from thin air. They're not a cryptocurrency. You can use them nowhere except chat. They do nothing for you except have fun. But actually, I've actually given away prizes in the past for the people with the most claws. Let's see, who has the most claws? Variable Trumper says triggered. Okay. Sublime Mad Dog. Wow, he has 2.9 million. Cesc Gonzalez 1.7. That's crazy. How many do I have? Thank you, Okie Stacker, for gifting a membership. That went to just one brand. Make sure you say thank you to Okie Stacker. Check out your new custom channel member emojis. I've got 86,000 claws. Nice. Woo! Guys, we are 9 likes away from 400. 8 now. I know we could do that. The next 8 people to smash like are going to get good luck for 15 months.
It's science.
I heard claws are a myth too, says Blue Shadow. No, they're real. And I actually have something special. I want to leak it so desperately, but I can't leak it until everything's confirmed. I'm sorry, but it's going to be mega for sure. You guys are going to love it. I will miss the war room. You can always watch. Oh, yeah. Well, Katrina, maybe you'll get gifted soup once your membership expires. You never know. Sliver Fox says Streamlines has taken all my claws. Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, I got a bunch of video editing to do. I got to get content scheduled for you guys. Let's see who's live. I don't see any like gold and silver creators really live. Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, I will be live again today at 5:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time for Market Open. I'll go live before then if something breaks loose and goes crazy. Please smash a like button on your way out. Thank you so much to everyone who donated to the channel on the stream, guys. I couldn't do it without you. This is my full-time job, so anything you do, I really appreciate it. I wanted to shout out to Chris Simic, Jeff Stout, Natty Stackin, Barbara, Pause Spare Time, Mike D, Jolly Lollipop, Next Exit, John, Okie, who have I missed? Rooster, everyone who's done the jewels, everyone who's supported, thank you so much. I'll see you later today, 5:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and I guess I'll say, CYOTNO! Catch ya on the next one. And if you want to win a bunch of free silver, free copper, and some gold, prepare for the Mega God.
I am never going to financially recover from this.